All right, ready to go here. And here is Ellie De La Cruz. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. That's to third. On to first. Oh. And a quick out, number one. And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in. Not in time. Safe. He's safe.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Really stayed inside that baseball to send it to the opposite field. With the shift on to the pull side, that's an easy knock if you'll take it.
Yeah, that's fouled off. This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. He circles the bases and they lead it. It's 2-0.
Tyler.
Here's Alex Bregman.
Ferguson.
Swings through that one for strike one. Chris, I always have a good time getting the opportunity to broadcast a game in the GBL.
Yeah, well, why is that?
No question about this one. It's out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they tack one on the board. It's 3-0. Here's O'Neal Cruz. Not even close there. And it's 1-0. Because we get to see some of the greatest places in the world. How many leagues send you from London to Lima to Liechtenstein?
Well, we're definitely racking up the air miles in this league, and we also get to try some of the best food in the world along the way, so that's another bonus.
The best part is the food is always different. We're never ordering the same thing in two different cities.
Yeah, except for coffee, and you know I need coffee no matter what continent I'm on.
You and me both, partner. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. And he'll take first easily after the strikeout. One down. Eloy Jimenez. The next to hit. First pitch, and he just misses. Runner on the go. Pitch misses inside. Throw to second. Tag, and they got him. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Rengifo under it. And that's the third out. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long. Here's Mike Trout. This one popped up. One away. Jeremy Pena getting ready to hit. Pitch misses there, and that is ball 1.
You have to be creative pitching against bad ball hitters. You got to add some velocity, subtract at times. Just avoiding the heart of the plate isn't always going to be enough. Guys like this can hurt you with pitches you wouldn't expect them to swing at.
Swing and a miss.
And
that's strike 2.
2 strikes.
Now one
Ball
missed.
2. Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Outside low, and a full count now. Got him swinging for the strikeout. The high heat too much on that one. Yordan Alvarez,
ball 1.
the batter now, as he holds up his swing for ball 1. And that's in for a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. On the ground, right side, Clark. He'll do it himself, and it's a 1-2-3 inning.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and we've got a new arm on the mound to start the second. Caleb Ort.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Tony Clark, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Next offering is in for a strike.
No need to offer at that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Off the plate. Ball
Inside, 2. And it's 2-1. High fly ball down the left field line. Arozarena hauls it in, and there's 1 away. Ozzie Albies up to the plate.
Albies is playing on the road, so you know that means he's been FaceTiming with his pet fish. This guy owns a few home aquariums, and it's no secret he likes talking to his fish when he's away. In fact, Albies had cameras installed so he can check on the fish anytime he wants.
The pitch. In the air, out towards left center. Drops into the glove, and there's 2 away. And here's the catcher, Gabriel Moreno. On the ground. Throws across the diamond. 3rd out.
Now pitching.
Back now, and a new arm on the mound to start the bottom of the second. Tanner Scott.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Struck him out looking. Now here is Bobby Abreu. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss at a slider. 1 out, base is empty. Pop up here, third base side. De La Cruz towards the line.
No, he didn't get much of that one, but it's going to look like a line drive in the box score tomorrow. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat, just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes. Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Judge getting an angle on it. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 away. And here's the first baseman, Luke Raley. Foul ball.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way. So the hit.
That's strike 3 and the third out. So
Now pitching.
we're back to start the third, and there's a new arm on the mound, Michel Otanez.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Left field, way back there. That's back. Bang! He'll circle the bases. It's 4-0. Here is Aaron Judge. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. And it's 0-1.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Behind 0-2, he steps out for time. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Raffy coming to the plate now. He's already homered in this game. Up and in, ball 1. One down, base is empty. And that one missing low.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That misses. 3-1 now. And there's ball 4.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound.
Now it's Alex Bregman. He's already homered here in this one. Swing and a miss. And that's strike 1.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Man at first, 1 away. Lifted to left center, way back there, and that is gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 6-0. And that one ripped to left. Arozarena pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. Here's Eloy Jimenez. Swing and a ball driven out to center. Trout ranges back. And boom goes the dynamite. He sends it out of here. Their third home run of the inning. And they add a run. It's 7-0. So 2 away with nobody on. Tony Clark will hit next. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
0-2.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
Two down, nobody on. And that one misses up and in. Ball 1. And there's a ball. This one drilled to left. No doubt about it as they add on more. Gone. They go back to back and they add on. It's 8-0. 2 outs, nobody on. And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish.
Ball 1, no strike.
Pitch misses, and that's ball 1. And another
that's
ball.
out.
Smoke to right, but he's got it.
Now pitching.
Bottom half of the third, and they bring in a new pitcher, Lake Trinan.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
2-2 the count.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Luis Rengifo in the box now. No balls and a strike. On the ground, right side, and foul ball. Outside low. Now 1-2.
That's in. Ball 2.
Fly ball down the line. Judge sizes this one up and puts the squeeze on that one. That's out number 2. So it's their last chance in this one. Mike Trout digs in now. Called strike, a sinker at the bottom of the zone. Next offering is in for a strike. Trinan is just one strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game. Ready to go? Here's the shortstop at the plate, Ellie De La Cruz. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Abreu makes the play, and there's one away. Here comes Aaron Judge. Hammers that one deep left field, and forget it. Aaron Judge leaves the yard. Just like that, they move in front. It's 1-0. Rafael Devers at the plate now. That's ball 1. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike. See, one thing visiting teams always chat about before playing in this stadium is the dimensions of the outfield wall. Doesn't take much to hit one out.
2-1.
One down, base is empty.
Yeah, only 307 down the left field line and 325 in right. It's a great park for right-handed pull hitters, and the deepest part of the park doesn't take up much space.
This is a hitter's park, no doubt. That's outside. Counts full, 3-2. And Raffy falls victim to the K. And now it's Alex Bregman. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Abreu snags it, and that is that. 1 scores in the inning coming on this. Back now at Singer Stadium. Here's Mike Trout. Pitch misses inside, and that's ball one.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Ground ball, left side. Bregman to first. One gone, bottom half of the first. Jeremy Pena, the next to hit. Tap foul at the plate. One out, bases empty. That misses the zone, and it's 1-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. The shortstop takes the ball. Pulls the string with the changeup, struck him out. Now it's Yordan Alvarez. Swing and a miss, strike one.
0-1.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Moreno makes the catch. Welcome back, and we've got a new arm on the mound to start the second. Taylor Scott. He has a great slider with tons of movement. O'Neal Cruz, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike one. This one in the air, center field. Trout makes the grab. One up, one down. Eloy Jimenez now. Swing and a ground ball. Zips it across, and they take care of Jimenez for the out. Now, Tony Clark. Outside low. 1-0. 2 outs, base is empty. That one to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it.
Now pitching.
Back now, and a new arm on the mound to start the bottom of the second. Josh Hader. Shea Langoliers in the box now. Takes strike one. Struck him out looking. Froze him with a backdoor slider. And that one fouled off. And a pitch. And that's outside. And 1-1. Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Here's the third baseman, Adrian Beltre. Right through there for a strike. And that one moves his feet. Next offering misses. Ball 2.
2 balls.
Late on that fastball. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. That's off the mark. 3-2 now. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. We're back to start the third, and there's a new arm on the mound. Jose Leclerc.
Jose Leclerc.
You know, Singy, it's easy to wonder if fans truly understand the impact travel has on players in this league.
It's fun to play home games in the GBL, but you're gearing up for long travel days whenever you hit the road. It makes recovery a little more tricky, and it's just really time consuming.
Next offering misses down and away. We've heard of athletes working out on a team flight even when teammates are trying to sleep. So I wouldn't be surprised if someone tries to install a batting cage on a plane sometime soon.
Oh, at that point, you might as well break the fungo bat out and start taking ground balls mid-flight as well.
Singy, be honest. Did you know what continent you were on when you woke up this morning?
Not until I saw what we were having for breakfast.
That's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Nobody out, runner at first. And ball 1.
That's inside.
The next pitch misses. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. On the ground to the left, Pena throws to first, and 1 away in the top of the 3rd. Ellie De La Cruz at the dish. He's a guy who can fill up a scorecard.
Everyone stops what they're doing when this guy's at the dish. He's a dream player for fans. Oh, man, so close to being a huge swing, maybe the biggest swing in this ball game. He's got to have a great at bat to finish this off.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. High bounce over the fence for an automatic double. And a run comes in to score. Aaron Judge at the plate. He's already homered in this game. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for 3rd. That's in for a strike. Save. De La Cruz gets his first steal of the game. And misses inside.
Here's a sac fly situation, and he's got to make sure he gets the ball out over the plate and get those arms extended. They're trying to crowd him with the infield in. This would be a big pickup if he can push a run across.
De La Cruz stands at 3rd with 1 gone in the inning. Batter calls time and steps out. He needs a refresh. It is a big at bat. That's down and in. A slider missed.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
That one the other way. Just ahead of the throw, he scores. And they're up by 3. So a man at first. Now it's Devers at the plate. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Outside.
That's a ball.
Ball 1. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touchdown for a hit. Lead runner holds at 3rd, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out. Here's Alex Bregman. He's 0 for 1. A move coming at third base. Pinch running here. Jason Churio.
Jason Churio.
Also pinch running at second, Riley Green.
Number 31, Riley Green.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-1's the count. Ball, that's out.
That one down the line, and it goes just foul.
We got time.
And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. Two on, 1 out. Good job to fight that one off. Next one misses. It's 2-2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up.
Hit on the ground to short. Play at the plate. Not in time. He's safe. And it's 4-0.
Now pitching.
Tyler Ferguson gets the ball now. First and second, 1 out. Here's O'Neal Cruz. Ball one, no strikes.
1-0.
Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Trout makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. So first and second with 2 outs. Eloy Jimenez now at the plate. He's 0 for 1. And that's in there at the knees.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
2 strikes.
Timeout asked for and given at the plate now. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. Just missed.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Now a bullet to second base, but he's got Jason Churio now in the game as he comes in as a new right fielder. And now the first baseman, Luke Raley.
Now pitching. Edwin.
And first offering is fouled off. Just missed. Fastball for a strike. That one inside. 2-2. In the air out towards right center. Cruz on the move to the gap. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's 1 down. Randy Arozarena stands in now and watches strike 1. Swings and misses. And they're down to their last out. Luis Rengifo in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. Next pitch is outside.
That's a ball.
Next offering is fouled back. Diaz is just 1 strike away.
Full count.
That misses the zone, and it's 3-2. Got him, and that's the ball game. A 4-0 shutout. Just about set to go. Getting the nod in this one, Luis Castillo.
Well, I'm
Leading
interested to
off
see
for
how
New
he
Orleans,
utilizes his
the
sinker
first
to this
baseman,
lineup, Boo.
Freddie
You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it.
And he can't come up with it. Gets off a throw, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out. Jurickson Profar, batting with one down, takes a strike. Just missed.
Here's someone, historically speaking, that prefers day games over night games, so I'm excited to see what he does in this one.
Next pitch misses. 2 balls and a strike. And a swing and a miss.
2-2 the count.
Up the middle. Over to first.
Got him.
Nice efficient start to the afternoon. That's 2 out. Juan Soto in the box now. No balls and a strike. And a base hit into right center field. And that keeps the inning alive.
Tried to get inside on him, but he was ready for it. Just kept his hands in and turned on the pitch. Quick bat through the zone.
Gary Carter, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. Now 1-1. That's ripped. Base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs. And that moves the go-ahead run to scoring position with 2 gone. And now here is Luis Gonzalez. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1. 2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout. Now at the plate, Elly De La Cruz. That one catches the zone. 0-1. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. And he'll just eat it. That's an infield single. And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. There's a strike.
If he were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
That to right. Fair ball. And now runners at the corners. Nobody out.
Back-to-back base hits. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep, so pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Ground ball up the middle. And it gets by him. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0. Everybody's going to be safe.
Well, he gets it done in a big spot to get the run across.
Orion Kerkering takes over on the mound.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Now it's Alex Bregman. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. He'll touch them all, and they boost their lead. It's 4-0. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. The 1-1 is fouled off. And a swing and a miss. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Here's Eloy Jimenez. Up and in. And that is ball 1. And another ball.
That's inside.
He never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work
Oh,
away.
that's out.
Next pitch is outside. Grounds one to short. Throw on to Freeman. And they take care of Jimenez for the out. 2 down, bases empty. Next is switch hitting first baseman Tony Clark. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
0-1's the count.
They say away.
2.
And now he'll ask
No
for
ball,
time
2
and
strikes.
step out of the box. 2 outs, bases empty. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And he couldn't hold back.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and we've got a new arm on the mound to start the second. Tanner Scott.
And they
Inside,
felt it
0-1.
was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
The shortstop
ball 2.
takes the ball.
We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's the first out. Connor Norby stands in now and watches strike 1. 0-2 now as he swings through it.
0-2 is the count.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. And now here's Jeff McNeil. Fastball for a strike. To the right side. Albies. The throw to first. And it's a 1-2-3.
Now pitching.
Back now and a new arm on the mound to start the bottom of the second. A.J. Minter. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. And they add to their lead. It's 5-zip. And now the catcher comes up to him, Gabriel Moreno. In the air, center field. Hassel makes the catch for the out. 1 down.
Now batting.
So the lineup flips over. Now it's the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. Reached on an infield single his first time. Headed towards the corner. And that's a foul ball.
So here's a fun note on Ellie. He became the youngest player in high A ball to homer from both sides of the plate in the same game, and it gets better. He did it again 2 games later. Those are the type of games that tend to get you promoted in the minors.
Abrams hauls it in, 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. It's Aaron Judge now. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That misses,
that's outside.
and it's 1-0. And
That's a
another
ball.
ball.
Well, they gave up the home run earlier in this inning, not pitching as aggressively here.
And a ground ball to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and
Now pitching.
we're back to start the third, and there's a new arm on the mound, Brian Helsley.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Robert Hassel III leading things off and takes a strike. That one at triple digits.
0-2.
Pitch
1 ball,
misses there.
2 strikes.
1-2 to count. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Got him.
He's
1
out.
away on the strikeout. Here is Freddie Freeman.
Well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
Ball one there. And there's the strike.
1-1.
Right side. And that's just foul. One out, base is empty. In the dirt. Two balls, two strikes the count. And that one popped in the air, left field. Jimenez trying to get there. Makes the grab for the second out. So they're down to their final out. Here's the switch hitting left fielder Jurickson Profar. Line drive. That's the ball game. 5-0 the final in this one. Ready to go now. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. To third, Bregman handles. Slings to first, and Freeman is retired. Here's Profar down. Profar gets a piece there. And a swing and a miss there.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And now it's Juan Soto. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And another ball. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup. 2 out, space is empty. There's the strike. That's down and in.
2 strikes.
Cut on and miss, struck him out at 98. And good. Bottom of the first. And the batter will be the shortstop, Elly De La Cruz.
You know, one of the most memorable innings ever for Elly happened in July 2023. In one inning, De La Cruz hit a 2-out single to take the lead and then proceeded to do something that a Reds player hasn't done in more than 100 years. He stole second, third, and home in the same inning. It only took 2 pitches for him to steal all 3 bases. Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. There was nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. Ball misses. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. And now he's falling behind Judge.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
That one misses, and that's ball 3. And he takes a strike.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. The go-ahead run moves up to third. He's held there with nobody out. So runners at the corners, nobody out. And next is the designated hitter, Rafael Devers. Strike 1. De La Cruz, the runner at third. Judge on at first with nobody out. And he asks for time before the 0-2 pitch. Battling here as he fouls it away. And here it comes. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
And that's outside. On the ground to first. Stops it on a slide. Run scores, but a terrific play to get the out. Tanner Banks will take over here.
And that's a big potential run out there at second as he comes in trying to keep the deficit where it is. For the infielders, they got to be thinking about keeping the ball from getting by them into the outfield any way they can.
Outside low, and the count is 2-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
This to third, Norby. Tosses to first, and they get Bregman for the out. Here's O'Neill Cruz.
The center fielder, O'Neill Cruz.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
On the ground, right side. Freeman takes it himself. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and we've got a new arm on the mound to start the second. Josh Hader. Fought off foul. Lined, and that's a base hit.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Outside with a breaking ball. Runner at first with no outs here. On the ground. And it's just foul. That was close. And a good eye there. Swings and misses. Struck him out. Pulled the string on the changeup. Here's C.J. Abrams to hit. And that one fouled off. Ball one low. Carter stands at first with one out. Check swing, he held up. And that's ball 2. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats.
The count's full.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but
strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter, Xavier Edwards.
And this is a big at bat coming, Boog. Definitely a little added pressure on him here.
Fastball for a strike.
Right now they're looking for something hit hard into the gaps, give them an opportunity with 2 outs to score that run from first.
Just off the inside edge. Swings through that one.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Staying in the game on defense, Xavier Edwards. He'll play third after coming into the game as a pinch hitter. Righty reliever out of the pen, Daniel Nunez.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And One of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Out to short. Sneaks through. Base hit. And the leadoff man aboard. And here's the first baseman, Tony Clark. And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center. Hassel makes the grab, one down. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Ground ball, could be two. McNeil toss to second. On to Freeman. Double play.
Now pitching.
We're back to start the third, and there's a new arm on the mound. Griffin Jacks.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Looking to get the tying run on base. And a count 1-2. And a swing and a miss. Leadoff man retired here in the third. Robert Hassel the third. Can't hold up, and that's a strike. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
And that skips into dirt.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
That one is upstairs.
That's a ball.
1 out, bases empty.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now only 1 out remaining. Late swing, foul to the left. Fouled off left side. Jacks is just 1 strike away.
That's out.
And that misses. And the count 1-2. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game. 1-0. Just about ready to go. And on the hill in this one, Aaron Savali.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still able to fire over, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay. And there's a foul ball. 1 out, bases empty. Next offering is down low. Chris, the GBL is different for a lot of reasons, and one of those reasons is having only 8 teams in the league. How does that impact these teams?
Well, I think it changes a lot of things for these hitters.
Sawinski hauls it in for the out. And that quickly 2 away. Rafael Devers up to hit.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Towards first, and it finds its way through for a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Batting fourth.
And now it's Alex Bregman.
Alex Bregman.
On the ground to third. Ortiz fires over to first. And Welcome back to the Kaiju Cave. And on the mound in this one, Tanner Bybee. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
Well, there are going to be a lot of balls in play because of the ground ball rate. Important that the defense stays engaged in the game. I think it's critical. Tempo is there. If you work quickly, it helps the fielders behind you to stay engaged, to make those plays, and help you get through the innings.
Missed with a changeup, and the count 1-2. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K. Jerry Hairston Jr. stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Late with the swing there. Singy talking about this ballpark for a second. Left-handed pull hitters tend to have a lot of fun here.
Yeah, it's 337 down the line, but the wall comes back to 316 feet before widening back out. Fans miss out on a lot of home run balls without any seats in right field.
Michael Busch now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. That one finds the corner. 0-2 now. Hit on the ground to the right side. And foul ball. Caught him looking for the K. Welcome back, and we've got a new arm on the mound to start the second. Yoel Payams. Here's O'Neal Cruz. And a strike on the outside edge.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond.
No ball.
Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
Hammered on a line, base hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff nod.
Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at bat. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Eloy Jimenez now. That's off the mark. And that's ball one.
A home run here would certainly flip the script. It can happen too. And if they want to be dramatic about it, they can try bouncing one off that monster and left. I like to call that area the Kaiju corner.
That's a ball.
Breaking ball inside. And now 2-0. Runner takes off. Strike in there. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Swings through that one out in front that time.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Started to swing, held up.
Whoa, recognized that pitch just in time, able to keep those hands back.
And ball four, two aboard.
Well, they didn't give him anything to hit, and now with runners on first and second, they've set up a double play opportunity. So not a terrible result.
And fouled off. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. And he moves up 90 feet. Runners at the corners now. One away. So they turn to the lefty in this spot, Aaron Ashby. The offense will need to be ready for the breaking stuff. He's got a great curveball. On the ground right side, and it's through for a hit. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds at third.
Big swing of the bat right there to give him the lead. That was clutch. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
And the batter now, Gabriel Moreno. That's outside with a breaking ball. Oh, that hit him. In comes the runner from third, and he beats it with room to spare. Back to the top of the lineup, Ellie De La Cruz getting ready to hit. Grounded out his first time.
You can feel the extra attention on Ellie anytime he comes to the plate. This guy's a player that keeps you on the edge of your seat because you don't know what he's going to do next. He can hit for power, steals bases. He can throw the ball 100 miles per hour across the infield. He's electric.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Fouled off down the right side. Time call.
Cut.
Chance to collect himself down 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Pulled the string on the changeup. Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. Judge rips that one, and no one can get there. One run is in. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds at third.
Wastes no time there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Devers takes
1-0.
slow. Second trip to the plate in this one. Swing and a miss. And now it's even 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike. Two, 1.
This one in the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Two on, 2 outs. That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. Bang! And they throw 3 on the board. It's 6-0. Here's Alex Bregman. He's 0 for 1. And that misses. 1-0. 2 out, space is empty. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Fraley getting an angle on it. He's there. He's got it. Now into the ball game on defense, Jason Churio. He'll be out in left field. So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Raisel Iglesias.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
That misses the zone,
that's a ball.
and a count 2-1.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Down the line. And that will drop foul. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
0-1.
Gavin Lux, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. And it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
0-1.
That's in there.
0-2.
The next offering misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
All right, Singy, you've tightened up the hairdo, but back when you played, how valuable was it to have a barber in the clubhouse?
Well, Boog, I'm going to say invaluable. That's how valuable that it was because I was the barber. Yes, I was the team barber, man. I'd be cutting hair 7:05 game. I'd be finishing cutting someone's hair at 6:45.
Whoa.
And I'd ask these guys,
That's
you're
the
making
ball.
millions of dollars. Why can't you go to a stylist and
1-0.
get your hair done? You're coming to the clubhouse pressuring me to cut your hair before a game.
Next offering is fouled back. Would they pay you?
No, absolutely not. Not even a meal on the road. So I think it's great now that most of these teams have professional barbers that come in and make them look fresh before the games.
And a base hit right there. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
That's back-to-back singles for him. That can be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole way. No problem handling it and putting a good swing on it that time.
Jason Churio stands in here, takes ball one low. Runner takes off, pitches low.
That's the ball. That's down.
Throw,
Hey,
save.
he's in there.
Scale of 1 to 10, how good a barber were you?
For a non-professional, I'd say I was probably a 7. But if I was comparing to professionals, I'd be like a 3.
Swings through that.
I'll never forget the time that I cut Jose
2 balls, 1
Canseco's
strike.
hair. He had a pretty big melon, Boog. And
Big dome?
It took a while.
Yeah. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And it falls. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners. Nobody out.
Well, they call that an...
So digging in, Tony Clark. Fly to left his first time. Now that's smacked to right center. Sawinski pulls it down. Runner tags from third. That's a sacrifice fly as he comes across, and they're pulling away up by 7 now. Ozzie Albies up to the plate. First
Down,
pitch
ball.
just misses. There goes the runner. Pitch in for a strike. Throws, save.
1-1.
That's a stolen base. This one smashed down the right field line. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. Runner from second crosses the plate, and it's an 8-run lead.
Well done. Drives in the run. Put a great swing on that ball. Took the barrel right to it. Nice extension as well. 105 exit velocity. That tells you everything you need to know about that swing.
And it finds its way through for a hit. He's in there.
Oh, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Digging in, Ellie De La Cruz. Nootbaar makes the play. Runner tags at second, and he's up to third safely with 2 gone. Here is Aaron Judge.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
1 ball, no
And
strikes.
ball 1 to Judge. That misses.
Ball, out.
2 balls, no strikes. On the ground to third. Fires over to Hoskins. Judge.
Now pitching.
And welcome back to the ballpark.
Scott.
Here's the center fielder, Jack Sawinski. That one
That's the ball.
missed. That
No,
misses.
that's high.
2-0.
Hee-haw.
Well, he left that changeup up. Got away with one there. And he'll take it, but doesn't want to make that mistake again.
Strikes him out with 100. And now it's Ivan Herrera.
And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
No balls, 1 strike.
Scott, a very
No
difficult
ball.
guy to get hits off of. It's really rare
1-1.
for teams to string stuff together against it.
He wins every pitch.
1-2.
And for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches. Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake,
2
right?
and 2.
Yeah, and you're hoping that, somehow,
that
some
missed.
way, whether it's a hit by pitch, a walk,
full.
something bad happens, because outside of that, stuff is just too good to fail. And he's got deception in his delivery, and it's not that he's trying to deceive the hitters.
Oh, that
That
pitch
hit
got
him.
away
Batter,
from him,
take your
and
base.
that's a hit by pitch. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him.
Hoo-yah.
Man at first, one away.
0 balls, 1 strike.
The other way. And that's a fair ball. Throw into third. In there safely.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
So up next, Lars Nootbaar. Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
Ball.
That just
No,
misses.
that's low. Ball.
And that's ball 2. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And they're down to their last out. This one smacked out to left center. And base hit. The run scores from third. And it's an RBI single. And they're on the board, but lots of ground to make up. And now it's going to be Michael Busch.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Got to be
0-2.
careful here. This is the
Swing and a miss. Struck him out, and that is the ball game. Welcome inside the Kaiju Cave in Tokyo. All right, first pitch coming up. Our starting pitcher in this one, Freddie Peralta. What do we need to know here?
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw, and they can't get the out. Aaron Judge at the plate. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. This one lifted in the air, left field. Fraley should have it. And there's one away. Devers now. Devers, the baby-faced assassin. Cut on and missed 96 with that fastball.
Your ball's one
strike one is so critical in a bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
And Devers hits that one. Nootbaar settles underneath it. Makes the grab. And there's two away. Now it's Alex Bregman. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Ellie on his way to second. Pitch in for a strike. Save. De La Cruz gets his first steal of the game. And that's downstairs.
That's a ball.
2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Bregman takes downstairs. And there's the strike.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
So now 2 on and 2 outs. First and second, 2 outs. Here's O'Neal Cruz. First pitch misses. That one missing inside.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Swings through that one for strike one.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit. Slightly up, slightly in.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike. Full count pitch. He'll have to wait. Time called at the plate. On the ground right side. Throws to first in time. That's out number 3. And now the right fielder, Lars Nootbaar. Foul ball there. And Pablo Lopez will deliver. Fastball for a strike. And the count is 0-2. This to center field. And that'll get down for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Good extension on that swing. Took the pitch on the outside part of the plate and drove it up the middle. He let it travel just enough.
Jerry Hairston Jr. in the box now. Takes strike one. That one the other way. Tries to get back and see.
That's a big first out of the inning. He showed off his skills catching the line drive, but most importantly, he kept the runner out of scoring position. Things would look a little different if he didn't make that play.
Nootbaar over at first with one away. Got him swinging. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Joseph Ortiz. Just missed.
Inside. Ball.
As a veteran out there on the ball, you're trying to establish both edges of the plate. Right here, he's working inside.
Breaking ball misses down and away.
That one's in there, and it's a full count.
We got a full count.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, that could be a big walk in this ball game. Moves the go-ahead run into scoring position. So some pressure pitches coming up in this next AB.
That crosses the plate, and now they're just one strike away from getting out of this mess. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Welcome back, and we've got a new arm on the mound to start the second. Yoel Hyams.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Mark Canha, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Ground ball to the right side. He steps on the bag and quickly one away in the second. Here's Eloy Jimenez. And that one is inside.
That's a ball.
No score here in the second. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Out number 2.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
2 outs. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Nootbaar moves under it. He's got it, and that'll end the inning.
Now pitching.
To the mound now, they turn to Blake Trinan. And the batter now is Rhys Hoskins. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1.
0-1.
Hit hard on the ground to the right side, and that's a fair ball. And that's a leadoff double.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Jack Sawinski in the box now. Takes strike 1. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Swing and a foul out of play. Hoskins, the runner at second with one away. A little out front there as he swings through it.
0-2.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Now the batter now, Jake Fraley.
Ball.
Squirts away a little bit.
1-0.
Hoskins up to third on the wild pitch. Two outs and one in scoring position. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And they'll score first. It's 1-0.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Next to hit, Lars Nootbaar. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Runner on the move, in the dirt, blocked. And there's no throw. He's in there at second with a stolen base. The pitch. That clips the zone, and it's 2-1. Runner at second, 2 down. Just missed.
That's out.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Count is full.
Line drive out towards left field. That's a base hit. Coming home. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way.
And now Jerry Hairston Jr. That's in for a strike at 95. 0-1.
Hey!
And a big swing and a miss.
No balls.
And
2
a
strikes.
swing and a miss. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Eric Gagne.
Now,
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
That one fouled off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And ball 1. And now before the
Timeout.
1-2, time is called at home plate.
That's a ball.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
0-1.
Now this is in the air down the line. Nootbaar should have this one. And there's 2 down. So it's their last chance in this one. Here comes Aaron Judge. Fly to left his first time. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Swung on, belted. That's back. Boom goes the dynamite. He flexes his power with that swing. It's 2-1. And it's Rafael Devers in the box. Flied to right his first time. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
No balls. 1 strike.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That's back there. And that'll do it.
Pretty fun little.
Okay, all set to go. And now the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. And he can't come up with it. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this. And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. Lots of pop at the plate. Outfield playing back almost on the warning track. On the corner for a strike.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
And
1-1.
ball 1 to Judge. Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. Save. De La Cruz gets his first steal of the game. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Man at second. That's down and in. A slider missed. Swing and a miss struck him out. And Judge is down on strikes. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Rafael Devers will hit next. De La Cruz leads off second with one gone in the inning. Ground ball, Freddie Freeman. And he handles it himself for the out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Alex Bregman in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
Clearly was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
That one outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
So now 2 on and 2 outs. So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Here's O'Neal Cruz. Now he breaks his bat as it's put in play. Bottom of the first, Freddie Freeman up to the dish. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. So a man on base to start the inning.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive. And
pulled the string on the changeup. Juan Soto now, and it's fouled off. On the ground to first, could be 2. Feed to second, that's 1. Return throw to first, got him. Double play. Back here at Pinhead Park, here's Mark Canha. Elder back to work. Swing and a ball driven out to center. That one's back there. And boom goes the dynamite. And they jump ahead in the second. It's 1-0.
Now pitching.
Eloy Jimenez now. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. This one smoked on its way out of here. And they add a run. It's 2-0. And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. And that's outside. And that's ball 1. And that one fouled off. Next offering is outside.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. And boy, umpire didn't give him the call. I bet you if he throws it again, hitter knows he's going to have to swing it.
Time call. The 2-2 will have to wait just a second. Pitch misses. And now 3-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Stepping in, Gabriel Moreno. On the ground, right side. Throw to first in time. So the batting order turns over. Now it's the shortstop, Elly De La Cruz. He's 0 for 1. Out to short, and it's through for a hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Now pitching.
New pitcher on here, Orion Kerkering.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
That one fouled hard the other way. 2 outs. And the
One ball,
sweeper
one strike.
misses.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast.
Runner on the go.
2-1.
Ball outside. Save it. That's 2 stolen bases now for Ellie De La Show.
Ball.
In the dirt, but kept close. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Swings and misses, and we're filled up.
I wouldn't throw
We
him
got a
another
full
breaking ball.
count. 3-2.
Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Ball 4. First base.
Out at third, and that ends the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The ball was working. It's now a 2-0 ball game. We'll return to Pinhead Park in New Orleans after this. Back now and a new arm on the mound to start the bottom of the second.
Outside,
Josh Hader. The changeup missing. 2-1. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Next pitch is downstairs.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
We got a full
And
count.
that's outside. Carter gets his lead at first with nobody out. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And the tying run is on base.
Well, this could be the start of something. They haven't
That's
found
a
a
ball.
way to score yet, but now's their chance to change that.
C.J. Abrams, the next to hit, takes ball 1. No outs, runners at first and second. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And it drops in. Here comes the throw. They hold him at third base, and now the bases are loaded. So they're making the move for a bat off the bench. Xavier Edwards, a critical at bat in this game for him.
Edwin Diaz.
Right through there for a strike.
It's no surprise they call this batter a day player. He statistically performs better in these games, and he's hoping for a big performance in this one.
And that's
1
in the
ball,
dirt.
2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there. Jeff McNeil stands in. Headed down the line. Judge getting an angle on it. Won't get to this one. It drops foul.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning. I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Robert Hassel
Ball, that's off the
III
plate.
stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. In there at the knees, and it's 1-1. On the ground at first, Canna. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So remaining in the game defensively, Xavier Edwards. He'll play third after coming into the game as a pinch hitter. New pitcher now, A.J. Minter.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Devers
Ball,
takes a
that's
ball
inside.
as he stands in for the second time. And Devers hits that one. Soto going after it. Makes the catch, and there's 1 gone. And now it's Alex Bregman. He reached on a walk his first time. Strike on the outside. It's 0-1.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
One down, base is empty. That one
Nope,
just
that's a ball.
misses. Going to count 1 and 2.
Tough to take a 2-strike changeup that just missed. I think it froze him.
On the ground to third, and that's just foul.
His eyes got big. He saw that changeup way out in front. Better to pull it than to get jammed on something off speed like that.
Ball 2.
And that one misses up and in. 2-2. High fly ball out towards left field. Back there. Adios, pelota. He sends a rocket to left, and they tack one on the board. It's 3-0. Base is empty, one away, and now the center fielder, O'Neal Cruz. Swing and a miss.
0-1.
That's
Ball
inside. 1-1. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
1 ball.
Threw that fastball
2
right
strikes.
by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
That's a little bit low. And that one hit to first, and it's through for a hit.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit.
New pitcher on now, Tanner Banks.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Now a chance for Mark Canha. Puts a bunt down. McNeil gets it to first, and that's an out on the sacrifice. Here's Eloy Jimenez.
No, just doing his part right there, trying to move that runner into scoring position. Got it down successfully. Now we'll see if they can drive him in from second.
And it's fouled away. And that one sliced foul. Cruz stands at second with 2 gone. Banks checks the runner. There's a swing and a drive. High bounce takes it over the fence for an automatic double as a run scores. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Coming home. He will score, and it's an RBI single, and the lead is up to 5. And now Gabriel Moreno grounded out his first time up, and that one upstairs, ball 1. In the air, right field. Soto makes the play, and that'll do. Bottom half of the third, and they bring in a new pitcher, Ryan Helsley.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Profar stands in now, looks at that one inside.
Ball 1, no strikes.
And he hits a ground ball right side. He takes it on his own. Now only 1 out remaining. Soto at the plate with 2 away. Swings through that one. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And that is the ball game. 5-0 the final in this one. Just about to get started. Pitching in our game today, Mike Soroka. How about a scouting report on him?
Well, this guy lives and dies with his slider, and it's a good one. Most guys, they're working off of their fastball, but he's backwards a little bit, works off the slider, and then when the fastball comes, it can add a little velocity in terms of perception when guys are used to seeing that off-speed pitch. When it's right, really tough to hit. Even if you guess it's coming because it's breaking two planes, horizontal and vertical.
Up the middle, and that one handled. Throw not in time. It's an unlikely infield single. Man aboard, and here is Devers. That one way inside.
Hey!
Line drive, Adam in center field.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Fouled off. He was late. That one misses, and the count even 1-1. Squirts away a little bit. And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. And that's ruled a swing. And now the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Just missed. Singy, the Pinheads played just outside the historic district here in New Orleans. This is prime real estate.
Yeah, and sometimes you can hear the party outside of the stadium as much as you hear what's happening inside.
Swings through that one for strike two.
Boog, they could play these games at midnight and the place would still be buzzing.
Don't give them any ideas, Chris. We're already flying across the world after some of these games. Now batting Jurickson Profar.
0-1's the count.
One down, base is empty. That one to first. He'll do it himself. And a couple of quick outs. Here's Juan Soto. First offering, and it just misses. I hope the league expands to Antarctica next.
What's the matter with you?
What? You don't like penguins?
No, I like to be warm.
Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Outside.
Nope, outside.
2 outs, base is empty. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Welcome back, and we've got a new arm on the mound to start the second. Angel De Los Santos.
Now pitching, Angel De Los Santos.
And that one lifted in the air center field. Hassel heads towards it. And a quick out, number one. Here's Mark Canha. Smash to center, way back, and you can forget it. Home run. A solo shot, and they take the lead. It's 1-0. One down, and here is Eloy Jimenez. That's a ball. Tried the sweeper. One out, bases empty. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
I got a ball, one strike.
Hit hard to the ground and up the middle, base hit.
He was all over that one.
Man at first. Here's the second baseman, Ozzie Albies. And a foul ball. And the righty deals. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Line drive, base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners after a one-out single.
Good job of just putting the ball in play with two strikes. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
Clips the corner, and the count 1-1.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get two. Get out of this.
That misses the zone, and it's 2-1.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
In the dirt, and an excellent job keeping it right there. 2 on, 1 out. That one out to right. Squeezes it. Runner tags for home. He's in on the sacrifice fly, and they take a 2-run lead. So the lineup flips over. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Elly De La Cruz. There's the strike.
Sometimes a hitter will go up there and guess, and it's not just pulling something out of the sky, but expecting because of tendencies a certain pitch in a certain location. He just guessed wrong.
Comes up empty. That's strike two. Now he steps out as time is granted. And that one hammered. Pops over the wall, and that's an automatic double. Orion Kerkering taking over on the mound.
And this is a really tough spot to come into as he tries to keep this one close. You almost have to forget about the runners in scoring position. They're not going anywhere. Focus on the hitter.
And he's got it in right field. And now Gary Carter. Cease back to work. And he grounds one to the right side. And they take care of Carter for the out. And now the DH, Luis Gonzalez.
And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Right through there for a strike.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
Here's C.J. Abrams now. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Late on that fastball.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. To the right side, Albies sends it to first. 3 up, 3 down. Top half of the 3rd inning, and here is Devers. And Devers hits that one. coming on profile. He's there. He's got it. One up, one down. Here's Alex Bregman.
The third baseman,
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. That one down the line, and foul ball. Bummer deals. That one not close. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's a strike thanks to the sweeper. And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. 1 down, base is empty. On the ground to short. Whips it across, and they get Bregman for the out. Here's O'Neal Cruz. He's 0 for 1. On the ground, right side. Gets it to first, and it's a 1-2-3.
Now pitching.
Bottom half of the third, and they bring in a new pitcher, Tanner Scott.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Oh, 0-2 now. Gets a piece and stays alive. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And now here's Jeff McNeil. First pitch just misses.
Ball 1, no strike.
In there at the knees for a strike. Next pitch misses way outside. High in the air, out to right. Judge. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. So they're down to their final out. Here's the center fielder, Robert Hassel III.
Well, you got to find a way to catch up to that pitch. Perhaps shorten the swing, eliminate the stride. That one came in hot, but right down the 3.
Got him. And that is the ball game. 2-0. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. That's outside. And we're underway here this afternoon. The shortstop takes the ball. Chris, it's a lot easier to talk about the travel in the GBL instead of actually dealing with it. Some of these road trips, man, they aren't easy.
Yeah, there's a ton of travel in this league, and some folks might argue it's too much. I definitely question it when we're...
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. Reaching for it, makes the catch. Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
And ball 1 to Judge. Yeah, the Lima-Tokyo combination, that's pretty rough. That flight eats up more miles than flying from San Francisco to New York, back to San Francisco, and then back to New York.
Thanks. That didn't make me feel any better.
1 down, base is empty. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. 2 away. Now it's Devers at the plate. And that is out of play. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. Mesa brings it in with a nice. Chris Bryant gets a chance to hit here. All right, Singy, let's chat about team names in the GBL. They're a little different than what we're used to.
Well, we don't have a team called the Pinheads in Major League Baseball, that's for sure. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Pinheads is a good one, but don't forget about the singers, the whales, and the lemurs.
Where else in the world can you find a whale squaring off with a lemur? It's just another example of why the GBL rules.
Line drive down the line, and it's foul. On its way to the corner. And that's a foul ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Well done behind the dish. Now the third baseman, Jace Young. Late swing, foul to the left. That one finds the corner, and it's 0-2. Bryant, the base runner at first with one out. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. John Singleton, the next to hit. And that's in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
0-2.
Ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Second inning set to go. Now it's Alex Bregman. Gordon back to work. Now it's belted deep to left. Way out of here. Home run. And that's how they take the lead. It's 1-0. A new arm into the game. The righty, Alec Jacob.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
That one ripped. Back there. High bounce takes it over the fence. That's an automatic double. Here's Mark Hanna.
Mark Hanna.
And the first pitch misses for ball one. Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Flying around third is Cruz. He'll score.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And it hops over the wall for an automatic double. A run comes in on the play. Ozzie Albies up to the plate. That one to first. Takes it himself. One out in the second.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
Here's the catcher, Gabriel Moreno. Check swing, and that's a ball. Jimenez stands at third with one gone in the inning. And there's a ball. There's a strike.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's back. Bang! That one felt good. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add to the lead. It's 5-zip. At the plate, Ellie De La Cruz. That one misses. Ball one. Line to left. Pulls up, and that's in there for a knock.
Everything came together for him.
Now
showed a willingness to drop.
Cooper.
Runner on at first with one gone.
Griswold.
It's Aaron Judge now. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. That missed by a lot. And that is ball one. Runner takes off. That's it for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And that's outside. One out and a runner at second. On the ground, out to short. Sends it across to first. Judge out on the play. Rafael Devers up to hit. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. And first offering is fouled off. Runner at second, 2 down. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. He's trying for third. Pitch misses.
2 strikes.
Throw to third. Save. That wasn't close. Now time called at the plate. Runner at third. 2 away.
That's ball 2.
This one in the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. On the ground, right side. Sogard. Handles, throws to first.
Now pitching.
Back now and a new arm on the mound to start the bottom of the second. Lake Trinan.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
That one's in there. And the count is 0-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Nick Sogard at the plate now. That's ball 1. And that one in the air center field. Cruz hauls it in, and there's 2 away. 2 down, base is empty. Now the left fielder, Joey Loperfido. There's a swing and a miss.
0-1.
Slides, but it gets by him.
Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not
Batting
much.
eight,
That was hit
the right
pretty
fielder,
hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing.
Good
Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Another throw over, and they're keeping him close. Now it's Alexander Canario. Swing and a ball popped up. And he makes the catch. And that's
Now pitching.
we're back to start the third, and there's a new arm on the mound, number 70.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Bregman now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Pulls it in on the run. And there's 1 down. Here's O'Neal Cruz.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. Look out! And it hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. So a man aboard. Next to hit, Mark Canha. Here goes the runner. Strike in there. Throw. Save. Hedges too late. Cruz, the runner at second with 1 away. And a foul ball. Behind 0-2, he steps out for time.
One ball.
In the dirt. The pitch. Fouls it off. Still 1-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing at a high fly ball right field. And there are 2 down. Eloy Jimenez now. Outside.
Ball, that's off the plate.
And it's 1-0. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Pulls that one foul.
Oh, man, so close to being a huge swing, maybe the biggest swing in this ball game. He's got to have a great at-bat, finish this off.
And it finds its way through for a hit. The run comes in to score from second. It's an RBI single. It's 6-0. And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. And that one is lifted in the air. Canario sizing this one up. Makes the catch.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. And here comes the closer, Ryan Walker.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Good eye in that spot. Swing and a miss. 98 miles per hour on the gun. Bryant in the box now. No balls and a strike. On the ground to the left. And that's just foul. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And they're down to their last out. Foul ball. The shortstop takes the ball. Swings and misses. And the count is 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hit to second, and this should do it. And that'll do it.
Sometimes road trips can be tough. You're away from your family, but when you can win, silence that opposing crowd, it makes things